welcome back, and thank you for joining me again this week. I'm actually in Bangkok and I'm on quite a noisy road, so hopefully you can hear me alright. I'm in the Ratchathewi area, which is all like Pattaya, Victory Monument. I'll put a map up and show you where I am. And I've come to the Queensland Hotel. I've not stayed here before, but I was looking for sort of alternative areas to stay. I normally stay in Suckenbit. And this looked quite good, very close to the sort of the BTS, or the MRT I should say. The hotel has its own shuttle, so you don't even have to walk there. Yeah, so let's go and have a look at this one. It's a 4-star property. I'm on the 13th floor, it's a big hotel. I'm on the 13th floor, double room, or a twin room I should say, and it comes with breakfast. So yeah, let's go and have a look around this one, and see if this is something that takes your fancy. So let's go and have a look.
So it's got a bit of an unusual layout, this one. As you come in, they've got their own 7-Eleven on the ground floor. But then you need to find the lift or the elevator and take it up to the 20th floor, which is the lobby area. And when you arrive at the lobby, it's a 2,000 baht deposit on the room and the normal sort of check-in procedures. And then you'll go down to your room. I was on the 13th floor. Right, let's have a look at this room. So obviously you've got your slot for your electric and the air conditioning controls. Then we've got quite a low level safe. You definitely get a laptop in it, although it's not fixed down at all. 3 slippers, and then sort of laundry things, emergency torch, small bit of hanging, not a massive amount of hanging space. And this is a twin room, so there's 2 twin beds. And a couple of sort of lights, television controls, and I assume that's another air conditioning control. Plenty of sockets and things. And then we've got a mirror, we've got pen and paper, tissues, kettle. And we've got tea bags, coffee, milk, sugar, brown sugar as well, I think, or those sweeteners, there's sweeteners. Bit of a mini bar, so Sprite 30 and Chang 60, that's not the end of the world. And cups and glasses and things. Couple of complimentary waters. I assume you ordered the mini bar. And there's a footstool. There's no balcony or anything, so that's me view. Yeah, so you've got a Bangkok city view. You can see the MRT or rail link, I think, possibly. And then just a chair, table, and a luggage rail. Quite a large television. It's got to be a 60-inch TV, that Samsung, so we'll have a look at that later. And then we've got a full-length mirror, a couple of sort of hanging hooks, and a full-length mirror. Does it come off? No. Yeah, so there's the room. Right, let's have a sort of let's go down the end, do a long shot of the room. So it's quite a nice room. It's sort of very sort of modular. Right, let's do the blackout test. See how we get on with that. All right, so that's very dark. Yeah, so that's a good blackout. In fact, I've even still got a light by the front door, and it's yeah, it's super dark in here. You could easily sleep in the daytime. Right, let's have a look at the beds. So say, got twin room. They're very soft beds actually. It's got a really thick mattress, and then sort of the mattress pad and a protector. A couple of pillows, one of sort of the oversized pillows. They're very soft. Yep, that's a really nice bed though. It's lovely and clean. Quite a thick duvet as well, so if the air conditioning's cold, it's quite a thick duvet. There you go. Right, let's go and have a look at the ensuite. So it's quite a compact sort of ensuite. Obviously you've got your toilet, your paper. There is not actually a hose, which is surprising. Hairdryer. Is that one of those Dyson hairdryers? It's quite a fancy hairdryer anyway. And then we've got all sorts of things. Conditioner, body lotion, soap, shampoo, bath gel, cotton buds, shower caps, toothbrushes, and then quite a novel sink and tap. And we've got, oh, nice two-piece shower, which I'm not 100% sure how to turn it on. Oh, there we go. Right, so there's the rainfall. That looks pretty good. So I've not come across a shower like this before. And there's the handheld. That's nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's go and have a look at the rest of the hotel. So this is the breakfast room, or the dining room. As you can see, you've got a great view of Bangkok from the breakfast room. Lovely large room, air conditioned, but it actually got quite busy later, so I think most people staying here are having breakfast. And we start off, there's a salad and fruit station, and you had the normal sort of melon, watermelon, pineapple, dragon fruit, and all sorts of different salads on the other side. Then there's a noodle station and an egg station. Then we had the egg station. You could order an omelette, but there was pre-made omelettes and pre-made scrambled egg. Unfortunately, they were stone cold. And then tomatoes, bacon, hot dog sausages, and ham. They were kebabs. Pork kebabs, fried rice, and then soups and various sort of dressings. First coffee machine, and there was another coffee machine the other end. Toaster for your breads, croissants, cakes, cheese and ham, and you cut your own sliced bread. Pancakes and chips or French fries, and then cinnamon rolls, chocolate muffins, jam and marmalade, cashew nuts, toasted cashew nuts and various other things, cereal, muesli, yogurts, fruit, more fruit. These are little Thai desserts which you haven't tried. They're actually quite nice, sort of coconut jelly, and then a couple of fruit juices, water, ice cubes. And then tea and coffee, or tea and then a coffee machine. And while you have your breakfast, you're accompanied by this lovely young lady playing away. So my final thoughts on the Queensland. Well, this is a different area in Bangkok than I've stayed before. So I normally stay down Sukhumvit, and this is sort of like Victory Monument, Pattaya, and it's a really good location. You've got Central World just within walking distance. You can say you can get the MRT anywhere you want. You can get the Sky Train all the way to the airport if you want to. So yeah, it's actually although a different location, it's actually a really good area. There's lots of sort of like night markets and restaurants and places to eat and go out, and the hotel's actually got a shuttle bus that takes you from here to the MRT station if you don't want to walk, but it's only about 350 metres, it's not far, and actually the pavements are pretty good for Bangkok. So, the room itself, it's sort of medium-sized room. Beds are super comfortable, really slept well, there's no noise whatsoever. And bearing in mind sort of how busy the road is, and you've got the airport railing behind us. There's no noise at all. There's no noise in the corridor or anything. And I say the bed's super comfortable. I slept really well. TV and Wi-Fi. I put the Wi-Fi speeds up as normal. It worked okay. Biggest problem I have, it kept logging me out, and when you sort of log back in, it takes a minute to sort of register again. And the TV wasn't the best package I've had. There was a few sort of English-speaking channels, but it wasn't brilliant. I ended up streaming some TV on my laptop, and that worked okay.
Nearest 7-Eleven was actually a 7-Eleven in the bottom of the hotel, so absolutely no problem at all. Check-in arrived about 2 o'clock anyway, and went straight to room, no problem with check-in. The only thing, as you come into the hotel, the lobby is actually on the 20th floor. So you have to come up to the 20th floor, check in, and then you go down to the rooms. I'm on floor 13. 2,000 baht deposit on the room, which is quite high. But I mean, there's parking at the front of the hotel. There's also parking in the hotel itself. I think it's something like levels 7 to 9 are the parking spaces. So there's no issue sort of parking. I think the only issue I had with the room, really, there's nowhere to unpack. There's no sort of, you could do with some more, like a desk and things and some drawers. In my suitcase, it's actually been on the floor because you've got a very small sort of hanging area. You can probably get about 3 or 4 hangers. But other than that, there's nothing. There's no countertops or anything really. There's a small area for sort of coffee and tea sort of making over there. But other than that, there really isn't anywhere to unpack or put anything. And that's about the only criticism I have with the room. Other than that, it's quite nice. The air conditioning sort of blows down the room. It doesn't blow on you. It's nice and quiet. Swimming pool on the top floor with the gym. Big gym. Really nice big gym, actually. And it was quite busy. A lot of people use the gym. Swimming pool was okay. Probably 20 metre swimming pool. 15 perhaps. And there was probably, I don't know what, 7 or 8, 10 sun lounges around it maybe. Breakfast, my room come with breakfast. Breakfast was okay. There's quite a lot of choice. The biggest issue I had with breakfast really was the food was cold, and I mean properly cold. It wasn't sort of lukewarm like you get. It was cold. Like scrambled eggs were cold, which I can't. I don't like cold food. But so other than that, there was plenty of choice of things to have. So breakfast was okay. And the coffee was quite nice. I had a coffee machine, that was quite nice as well. So all in all, not a bad hotel, not a bad stay. So what did I pay for this one? Well, I paid 2,751 baht a night. And bearing in mind we're sort of over the Christmas period, I would say that's pretty good. So yeah, let me know if you stayed here, let me know what you think about it all. And any other recommendations in Bangkok will be much appreciated. So I'll leave this one here, so thanks very much. Bye for now.